What started out as a pen pal program through No Excuses University resulted in one young man inspiring multiple third grade classes at Gerber Elementary School. Our team explores the special connection between a university football player and the kids who call him their friend. I'm Rich Duvarney, your superintendent of schools, and this is our Future in Focus.
Tehama County educators work tirelessly to ensure that if a child wants to pursue higher education, by the time they graduate high school, they are prepared for college.
No Excuses is about every classroom adopting a college, so every year your students are exposed to a new college and they get to learn where it's at, they get to learn the important things about that college, and just know that every kid has the opportunity to go.
With adopting universities, it was kind of the catalyst for exposing all these kids to college and university life and the choices and options that are out there. So without the adoption of NEU at our school, we wouldn't have all these colleges on campus, and this connection never would have been made.
In 2015, third grade Gerber teacher Carrie Spangler chose to adopt the University of Montana as her classroom's college. In addition to seeking out college gear for her class, she was able to connect with college sophomore Cooper Sprunk and begin a pen pal program.
Really lucky and really blessed with having Cooper. He loves these kids and he puts his heart and soul into this classroom, and has just gone so above and beyond of anything that I expected for this pen pal thing to turn into. He went from wanting to do letters to wanting to send them texts here and there, and we'd send a little good morning clip, and then pretty soon it was, I want to Skype them. I want to be able to answer their questions where they can see me and interact with me. He takes it all really seriously and he answers the fun stuff, but then he also gets into things with them like bullying, things that we talk about with Mr. Rusty, grit, sticking with it when it gets hard. And he is real enough with them that he tells them, I struggled in school. I had terrible handwriting. I didn't know that I was going to go to college, but I stuck with it and I worked hard, and look at where I am today.
Even though it was the class that adopted the University of Montana, it was Cooper and his kind spirit and generous heart who adopted the class.
It's been neat watching them experience writing back and forth to Cooper and seeing how they've grown to know him through their letters and the time and energy that he's put into them. It's been a really incredible connection that he's built with these kids. It
really hits home. He's a great role model. He's just, just honest. He has a lot of integrity and he really cares about him, which from the minute they Skype him, they can feel it. They just instantly fall in love with him.
In 2016, Cooper visited Gerber School and met with Mrs. Spangler's students, spending the afternoon visiting, playing, and reading with the kids.
Last year when Cooper he came here and played with us. We did reading with him and we talked to him, and then when he left we all gave him a big hug, and Spangler had a cake for him.
After Cooper's visit to Gerber, his school newspaper ran an article. Mrs. Spangler calls it a blessing that Michelle Wheeler read the article and wanted to get involved.
She works at the college there in Montana, and she's also a member of Kiwanis. And she read our article and said that it really touched her, and she wanted to do something big for these kids, seeing that relationship with her, them and Cooper. She worked for months and she made all these ends meet.
The first two classes that Cooper adopted were treated to what some students called the trip of a lifetime.
They got to go to that game and meet Cooper and his family, and they also got to tour the Nike facility. And because of Michelle Wheeler, all of that was possible.
And then to see them experience this trip for our kids has just been amazing. Some of these kids have never left this community, and to go to another state on this ginormous bus, they got to see a football game, they got to see a college campus. It was just, for some of these kids, it'll be the trip of a lifetime. They'll never top it.
I liked it. It was one of the favorite trips I've ever been on.
Even though this trip was a phenomenal experience for the students, it is the time Cooper spent with the kids that they cherish the most.
Makes me to learn more and go to college, be smart, and then don't get any bad oops tickets or referrals. I mean, it makes me to be responsible and safe. Don't be bad. and I feel like when I grow up, I want to be a teacher to show other kids how to be responsible and safe. I like being his friend because he's such a good person. I know in person, deep down, he's just such a great guy. Already, I wanted to go to college, but now it makes me even more want to go to college than I used to. Being friends with Cooper has made me want to go to college. And he's really funny. And I think he's just a really good role model and friend. Brought a lot of joy to me. He made me want to go to college because it looks like it's going to be fun, and I like to work hard and get great grades. I think it's great to be Cooper's friend because he's amazing, nice, and he gets us lots of stuff and writes letters back to us.
They get this real college student that they get to see having a great time at college. They get to see him bettering his life, and he gets to pass on those things to them and tell them how important it is and show them that anybody can do it. You don't have to be a straight A student. If you just work hard and stick with it, you can go to college just like he is.